Lovely to see everybody. What else? Just excited to be here.
Feel close to everybody as we never left them.
I'm very excited to meet all my friends who are in UK, US and India.
A fantastic evening.
That's it.
That's what we're looking forward to, enjoying everything.
Thank you.
Again,
Yes.
it's a good gathering.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to the enjoyment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great to see all the boys and girls getting together.
So elated and excited to see so many of our classmates here. It's unbelievable turnout. They came from all over the world. It's really happy to see all of them.
It's nice to see all the classmates coming all over from India, USA and UK. They are very delighted.
I want to really thank the organizers. They worked hard to make this happen so we could see so many of our classmates at one time. It's amazing.
Thank you. Go, George. Tu bol.
I'm pleased to see so many faces that I haven't seen for more than 45 years. I know we all have changed, but it is still that bonding is there to meet all our friends, and I think it has been a great success. Thank you very much.
OSMECO66. Next reunion is in US and possibly Alaska trip. We're having excellent time here. We're all enjoying the trip and the hospitality of our host from England.
I'm so happy to see all my old friends after 50 years. Right? It's amazing to see them in a different way.
And in case you don't know who this bloke with bald hair is, Bhupal Reddy.
Exactly.
Hey, this is Venkat Rao from St. Louis. For one reason or the other, this is the first time they've invited me. Just kidding. But anyway, don't blame. It's all Bhupal's fault.
Yes.
But anyway, I'm so glad. I was just told on Monday this event is happening on Thursday and Friday, so I just took the flight and came. I'm absolutely thrilled that I've met everybody that was here today, and I think this is a beginning of building bridges again, connecting with everybody. And if you're seeing this video, next year, absolutely be there.
It was so nice to see all of us, and I think we should meet quite often every year, and it is enjoyable and I love this. About 2 weeks ago, I started Kanakara Sister 80 years old.
Hello friends. It's very nice to meet all our friends after so many years, and we really enjoy. And I'm practicing still in internal medicine in USA, and I would welcome any of our classmates, friends, when they're visiting USA, watching the DC side. Please give me a call, and I will welcome them. Thank you.
It's good to be back with the OSMECO66GOLD or OSMECO Gold 60, whatever. I'm happy to be here.
Or put it in silent. So this is really a big request from all the organizing team here. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, such a big team. I mean, right. So you can see such a big organizing team. Without everybody's cooperation and input, this wouldn't have been possible. First of all, I would like to thank our team for the hard work and dedication. Especially one of this is Saroj and Beulah and Venkat, I think, as well, with all his calculations. And especially wanted to mention the three. No. Who? UK. Yeah, UK team. Oh, we are talking about only UK team. Sorry, darling. Sorry. So if I worked hard, I would have mentioned your name, but unfortunately you didn't work, so I can't say your name. Okay. So I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm just joking. No, only I'm talking about UK team in general. I tell about everybody, so I would request you not to interrupt. Sorry. Anyhow, so on behalf of all our team, would like to really wholeheartedly welcome you all, and actually we are honored to host this program in London, and it's such a wonderful to see all of you coming from India, coming from America. There's certain surprises like Venkat Rao. Look at that. We just heard 2 days before and he landed here and joined us. So I think. Okay. I've mentioned already here. So like Niaz and so on, I'm sure you all have been seeing for a very long time. Venkat Rao and Satya as well. Satya, so I haven't seen you. Hello, Lakshmaya, and quite a lot of people seeing for the first time after a long time. So of course Murthy also has been there. So I don't want to take much of time. Just want to give just to Chakradhar for
आपके बिना और कौन होगा दोस्त जो है हमारा, सारी दुश्मनी भूलकर हमसे हाथ मिलाने वाला।
वाह वाह वाह।
कभी फिर ना आ सकेगा जीवन में अंकुरित सपनों का सपना। Dreams have come true today. ఈ కళ నిజమైన సమయాన మీ అందరికీ సుమాంజలి, హృదయాంజలి. లండన్లో జరిగే ఈ ఫంక్షన్కి విచ్చేసిన మిత్రులందరికీ ఈ శుభ సమయాన నిజాన్ని స్వప్నంగా మార్చే మహత్తర శక్తి గల మిత్రులందరికీ స్నేహంగా ఆనంద డోలికలో విహంపజి విచ్చేసిన మీ అందరికీ ఈ క్షణము చిరకాలం నిలిచిపోగలదని వాంఛిస్తూ అందరికీ స్వాగతం, సుస్వాగతం.
For Shraddhanjali, and also we're going to invite one guest at a time and their families together. We want to really felicitate you today. Each individual will like to felicitate you because you're all part of us, and I think we want to appreciate each other. I think it's important that we know each other a bit better and we appreciate each other, what our achievements are, not only ours but also our children. I think we should share and enjoy. That's what I request you all to do. And then of course Chakradhar has got another poem, and he can start it, he can hear. Then we got the cake cutting, champagne, and they proposed toast, etc. And we got a vote of thanks from George, and then we start the socialization. You can all see the drinks there, variety of the drinks, and so it's better we all finish quickly so that we can get on to that, okay? Right? Ladies and gentlemen, okay, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. And I want to just say this thing, just want to quick, welcome on our first wash. Just quick. You do, but just welcome.
Well, I wasn't expecting to give a speech at this moment. This is really a surprise. I think it gives me great pleasure to see so many of my classmates. It gives me great pleasure to see so many of my old friends. Some of them I haven't seen for more than 45 years, but I think we could still recognize you. And it was a pleasure to see you all come down to London. I think it's a marvelous thing, and I think we give you everything that we can possibly do to make your stay here in London as comfortable as possible. So enjoy your stay in London, and I'm sure you'll enjoy more when you go to Europe on your Europe trip. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Guru. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. All right. During our school days, medical school days, we lived in small groups, if you know what I mean, like in little ghettos. But looking around, panning through the entire audience here, it just gives me that those little groups have become one massive big family of friends. I reckon there are two relationships in this world that cannot be replaced. The relationship between a mother and its offspring, and the relationship between friends. They cannot be replaced. Every other relationship seems to take a lot of turns and topsy-turvies, but then this is one relationship, I think we should keep it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just make me say one or two things. All I can say is thanks to really the organizers here. They've done a wonderful job, particularly from India, Chari and the group, and then Ramlu and the group here. Without it, probably this wouldn't have happened. And secondly, I see so many faces. Until they spoke, I couldn't recognize them. That tells a story here. And the other thing I see, they're all looking at me here, some of the ones, and it really brings me the old memories and that kinship and the closeness. It's a marvelous feeling. I think you want to cherish the rest of the time. I think that's the feeling really we all will go away with. Thank you.
Venkat, quick word. I just want to say thank you for all of you coming here, especially after tiring and have a great experience coming from the Gatwick to here, and still you managed to go for the London sightseeing. It's going to be hectic but enjoyable. Please enjoy. I really appreciate all of you coming here. That's a great pleasure, because I think without you we can't do it.
In fact, some of my juniors and seniors, they were really jealous about all that. They said, what is your best specialty? So much of bonding. And every month they are having the meetings. Every month. This is a special one. And we are very excited to see you all here. And I must congratulate all the local committee. It has been a long journey, nearly 10-11 months. They have been having meetings. Yeah, 10 months. Thank you very much. And with your participation, I hope, if not better than the Hyderabad meeting or the reunion, this would be almost equal to that. We hope that.
Thank you. Suggestion. So to the UK board. So when each of you come here with the family, introduce yourselves. I would like 2 or 3 people to comment about what they remember about the person, their idiosyncrasies, their mannerisms. So when someone walked in, they said, this guy used to say, "Nee dum padega." Do you remember that? So something like that. I always wondered when my husband is in a bad mood, I said, have you always been like this? And he says, no, in your company I became that. I want to know, was I always like that?
Suchitra, what I wanted to tell you is that who else is the better person to say other than your own husband? I thought I would say our own spouse.
So good evening, dear colleagues. Well, we are all meeting and celebrating the 3rd reunion of OSMECO Gold 66. But it's also equally important that we should remember our departed friends. Had there been here, their presence would have added much more happiness. So as a sort of remembrance, I request every one of you to please stand for a minute in memory of Dr. Ram Manohar Reddy, Dr. Salahuddin Atha, Dr. Sridhar, Dr. Dammu Srinivas Babu, Dr. Prabhakar, Dr. Mohan Deshpande, Dr. Veena, Dr. Mahmuda Begum, Dr. Surjit Singh, Dr. Keval Singh, Dr. Jagannath Rao, Dr. Saida Razvi, Dr. Michael Fernandez, Dr. Surya Prakash, and Dr. Shekhar. If I have forgotten anybody's name, it's purely my Sridhar second, I have already mentioned. So may God give them peace and their soul rest in peace. And among all the teachers, recently we lost Dr. Balakrishna Reddy. At the age of 93 years, he just passed away. And also Dr. Ramesh Pai. He recently passed away at the age of 98. So let's all pay our Shraddhanjali to our teachers and as well as our classmates. Thank you very much.
Overcome with the emotions of the lost souls, let's rejoice in remembering those who have achieved. May I start with Anant Reddy, who is retired as the medical superintendent. May I invite you, please? Retired as a medical superintendent in 2009, but has been working as a senior consultant in OBGYN in Nalgonda. He has one daughter and 2 grandchildren. My God.
Dear friends, it's a very good occasion. After 50 years, I have seen few people, just like Bhopal Reddy. College, I have not seen my own met in us. So,
Who is Bhopal Reddy? Can you raise your hand?
Rural service, I joined in the PG. I completed my MD OBG. I worked in the maternity hospital around 5 years. Maternity hospital, went to non-clinical side, that is Nalgonda Hospital, as a civil surgeon. Later on, I became a medical superintendent of the hospital. I retired. After retirement also, I joined in the Common Medical College as an associate professor. Later on, just retired as a professor of obstetrics in Common Medical College in Orchard Valley. So now I am a senior consultant in the Nalgonda Hospital, Nalgonda town, practicing still.
Wow. Now may I have the pleasure of inviting Dr. Anant Rao. And Mrs. Anant Rao has been an anesthetist in USA. He says anesthesia is a passion rather than a profession and also a hobby. And just yesterday I asked him, you retired? Oh, anesthesia is my hobby, see. If I retire, I'll continue to do anesthesia. And he'll say something.
If you don't enjoy what you're doing, then don't do it. Next to sleep, work is the only thing that we do most in our life, right? Sleeping, and the next thing we do is the work. So you got to make work. One of them is a social activist. She wants a better life of everybody on the street. And that's her passion, and that's what she does in New York City. And the other one enjoys telling jokes, so she's a stand-up comedian. And you can Google Mansharla and you'll find it. And this is my wife, and she always complains that I never talk. She always asks me what you were doing while, how you would react. I said, I don't know.
I don't think you know.
I'll let her speak up.
But you have done well today. I've trained you well. I want to say how important all his friends and his community when he was in mid school is so important to him that this time, I think he has seen you 2 years ago, but the first time you all met, he was so nostalgic, he kept crying. So, yeah, very sensitive and emotional person, and friends mean a lot to him. Thank you. Thank you.
This guy has been an enigma to us, and I don't know about others, but I thought he'd gone incognito. And he resurfaced about 20 years ago when I first met him after what seemed like a million years of lapse. And Bhopal Reddy, could you come over, please? Bhopal obtained his fellowship in 1988 and has been working as a specialist in ENT, and then graduated on to or specialized in head and neck surgery, and I assume that he's since stopped, and he has not stopped.
That I may not recognize most of you actually, but I could recognize everybody. You didn't change at all, really.
Chakradhar Rao and Saroj. He has a son and daughter. Son is a businessman and daughter is also a GP.
George worked as a lead consultant, and Beulah, could you come?
Hi everyone. It's so nice to see you all. I don't think I've met 90% of you, so it's quite nice to meet you for the first time. I hope you have a brilliant evening and a brilliant weekend and a couple of weeks in Europe. So enjoy your trip, and it's been our privilege to host this for you. Thank you. I don't know him very well.
Well, I think Guru has said that I have been a consultant. Yes, that's true. But I would like to narrate a story. When I first came here, and I met a few of my English friends, and they asked me, George, what do you do for living? So I said, I'm a pathologist. And then there was a pin drop silence. Because I could imagine what they are thinking in their mind. Good Lord, this man is cutting dead bodies. And his hand is full of blood. But quite frankly, that's only about 10% of my work. The 90% of the work that I do is to look at biopsies and make diagnosis which is helpful for the surgeons and the patients as such. So that's my job. So I just thought I've retired now. I have got nothing to worry about. I can get up when I want. I don't have to wear a tie, don't have to wear a suit. I can go to bed when I want, so I don't have to worry about anything. Thank you all.
This person is a doctor, but he wants to be called as a mister because he's a surgeon. He is a surgeon, orthopedic surgeon, specialized in cervical spine surgery, none other than Gurraj Reddy.
Wow! The profession being a passion, yeah. But then he also said he's added something else, extend the passion to the family and friends. I'll tell you something, the harsh truth in my life. I achieved what I set my eyes on. I super specialized in cervical spine, cervical disc replacement, and I'm very proud of that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You all know him better than I do. But now, like Beulah said, we don't know them because they work so hard here. They are spending most of the time. Now we are getting to know each other a bit better than what we were before.
So Kubota is an extempore speaker, and whenever we used to go around Maryland, New Jersey, and New York, talking about Ayurveda, yoga, holistic living and practices and all that, I used to have slides, and she was a really extempore speaker. So I wasn't really expecting, see, nobody told us to prepare something. So it's a great occasion to be repeating again after Chari's grand performance in Hyderabad. Nobody can beat him. And all right, you're next.
Why are we comparing? Everything is great in it.
Yeah, and I Kumada and myself, now we are promoting organic farming, and so we are trying to work with the farmers in Odisha, and also what's that? No. So we are working with the farmers in Odisha and also in Telangana, and let's see anyway where we go. So thanks for the occasion, and thanks.
Next, shall I have the pleasure of inviting an eminent cardiologist from USA, Florida, that is Jogi Reddy.
I'm an artery cardiologist from Florida. I've been there for a long time. Basically, when we finished, we were all together. But as Guru said, initially we used to be in small groups. But now, I see we all become like a one group. I have to thank our group and thank for the team, for arranging this thing. I couldn't go to first meeting, but this is a wonderful meeting. And I've been in Florida for almost 38 years as a cardiologist. Life going on, and I like my work, but at the same time, I want to take some vacation and go, that's what it is. And I thank you, all of you.
Our next person, one needs guts to be able to introduce this person. He's very much like me insofar as administration is concerned. Kalpana, may I invite you over here, please?
Kalpana.
కొంచెం నేను తెలుగులో మాట్లాడదానండి చిన్నగా. నేను చారి అంతా చక్రధర అంతా పోయిట్ని కాను, కానీ నాకు అనిపించింది చెప్తాను. ఇదంతా చక్రధరుని వ్యూహము, వెంకటేశుని దయ, శ్రీరాముడి రక్ష, మదనమోహనుడి మోహనాస్త్రము, జార్జ్ అండ్ బకులుడి చతురత, ఇదందరికీ గురురాజు గారెడ్డి గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Now is a very famous GP in is it Bhadrachalam? Mike. Koteshwara. Is a general practice in Bhadrachalam, Koteshwara.
Good evening, friends. I'm very much happy and excited to see all of the people, a foreign country like this, UK. And I see such a great large number of people assembling and recherishing the memories we had in our college days. It gives me a great pleasure. Of course, I was little away from the mainstream of life. I went to a far place, near to Bhadrachalam, not even Bhadrachalam, away from Bhadrachalam. Anyhow, quite good educated. My one son is, the elder son is here on Birmingham, he's an orthopedic surgeon. This is third time I'm coming to this place. And I know a lot of people, but our friends, where they are scattered, I don't know here, except a few, Ramulu and Madan and Krishna Mohan, these things I know very well. Anyhow, it's a great pleasure, great honor to be along with you all. And of course, only thing is my wife could not.
Just a word about when you mentioned the book. He has written a book on the chronic pain. When I came to this country in 1994, in my hospital, Fairfield Hospital in Manchester, somebody showed me, oh, this is a nice book on chronic pain. Then I just looked at it. On the bottom it said Bakul Kumar. Is it the same Bakul Kumar or something different? Many congratulations, Bakul, for that.
Request Bakul to tell what he does it in India like that. And he may not tell, but I sincerely request what you done it, please. Bakul, please.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ramlu, Nugget, the whole team from UK who have been very, very good in organizing. Okay, we may not catch up with Yadgiri Chari and what others did in Hyderabad, but we're really second best. But thank you very much for asking me to talk. I won't take long. As Guru has said, I have retired, but I keep myself very busy. I keep working 6 days a week. I do write. It's my second novel, which is a part of trilogy, is going to be published in a week's time. I am very active in school governors role, and I'm also involved in patient education, whereby there's a thing called patient participation group in the hospital, the general practices here. I'm an active member of that, and we have been organizing lectures for patients to understand their chronic illnesses so that they can manage their chronic illnesses every day. So that is my active role. I've also been involved in writing short books for patients about their health, i.e. self-help in chronic pain, self-help in mental health. So that's my introduction.
The doctor is a famous gastroenterologist in USA. In fact, because of his intense endoscopic procedures, his body got affected. He has got a bit of spine deformed kyphosis, and he shrunk in size actually. And he is Lakshmaya Pola and his wife Lakshmi. Please come.
I'm just a regular gastroenterologist. I don't have any accomplishments of most of you, but I'm proud my classmates have accomplished so much. I'm really flabbergasted how much love and affection you guys showed me since yesterday. I live in Cleveland. We have 3 children. One is a healthcare consultant, one is a pediatrician, one is a gastroenterologist. I don't know why, but he is. And I like to thank the UK team for this marvelous job. You're the best. Charlie, nothing to take away from you.
A wonderfully organized get-together reunion, no comparison.
Importantly, I get all the complaints from my wife, but I simplify the matter. I take complaints as the compliments. The matter, okay? Thank you. Thank you.
I request Nagiredi to come over here and then say a few words about himself because I do not have much information on.
సంతోషంగా ఉంది ఇక్కడ వేదిక అలంకరించిన మన మిత్రుడు తర్వాత మన మిత్రుడు తర్వాత యాక్చువల్లీ 1 వీక్ నుంచి జ్వరము దగ్గు స్టార్ట్ అయింది ఇంతకు యూకే వెళ్ళనా అనేది భయం వేసింది ముఖ్యంగా మా ఆవిడ గారు టు సీ ఆల్ ఇయర్స్ అండ్ I was founder president of the IMA local branch at Shadnagar. That is our social organization. And 43 years నుంచి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తాను అక్కడ. Rural practice is a very difficult practice.
Road Transport Corporation as a civil surgeon and moved to Saudi Arabia in 1983 and worked as a pediatrician till 1988. He is now working as a consultant pediatrician in Durga Bhai Deshmukh Hospital in Hyderabad. Yeah. And quiet as ever. Doesn't talk too much, but then we hope he says few things about good life he has.
May not be to you.
సభకు నమస్కారం. సారీ తెలుగులో At the outset, I want to thank OSMECO66GOLD reunion in London. Thank you very much, Ramlu, Madan, Guru, Venkatesh, and others. Some of you may not be remembering me because it's more than 50 years. Kindly excuse. And తర్వాత ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే ప్రతి నెల మేము హైదరాబాద్.
The next doctor, he's an eminent anesthesiologist in USA and is a marathon runner, I think if I'm correct, 11 times. He's none other than Niyaz Ahmed.
I can be mean to him. And he was my roommate and he was the mess in charge. Because of him I used to get nice food. I was the lucky one. Anyway, I came to USA in 1976 thanks to friends like Satya and Anantrao and Sridhar, which I have to mention, And I have been in Warren, Pennsylvania for the past 39 years. And I practice anesthesia there, and I am the chief of anesthesia department over there. And it's a small community, and they make me feel very much needed there. And there I had, me and my wife raised 3 children there, Sartaj, Naushad and Nisar. Fortunately, all 3 became physicians, thanks to her help, and she gets the credit for that. And this is a very, very important part of my life. I can't forget this moment, and I never had been to a reunion. This is the first time attending, and I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Tell about your marathon run.
Well, running a marathon it takes a lot of time, practice. And I married her when she was very young, and I felt I should take care of myself so I could take care of her. So I started working out slowly, and I got a habit of running marathons. It's became a passion, and marathon is very fun. First 5, 10, 15 miles. After 25 miles, you feel like you are dying. But the people who are watching you, they encourage you. You finish it. So for about 10, 11 times, I did the marathon. People go for pilgrimage. I go for marathons. Because at mile 24, 25, I see God. That is for me. That's my pilgrimage. Thank you very much.
Now you running from London to Hyderabad.
I can swim.
Thank you for this opportunity to be here. I am emotional about this.
Next one is son of a very famous father who was the first donor of over 300 acres of land to Vinoba Bhave for the welfare of very, very poor, downtrodden people in his village. And Prabodh still continues to do this social work and then charity work in the village. Prabodh worked as a pediatrician in Seychelles and just retired. He has a wonderful son and a daughter, both are doctors and settled in US. And Prabodh is very well known for the subtle, dry jokes he plays on people. Go ahead, take it away.
Delighted to be present myself for this wonderful read at London.
Yes.
It reminds me the first function. It was also very well organized. I sincerely thanks all for my colleagues, Ramlu, Guraj, Madan, whoever are organized very well. And I have nothing to say about myself. Guru Reddy has everything in detail explained. So, I am a consultant in one of the corporate hospital as a pediatrician. It's a part-time job, and rest of the time I take care of my personal job,
India, along with his daughter. That is a busy ophthalmologist, Ram Murthy. Mama.
And remembered, I'm a general practitioner in Hyderabad, and I have 2 daughters. One is Harini, elder daughter, and younger daughter stays in Australia, Sydney. అంత ప్రాక్టీస్ ఏం లేదురా, నువ్వన్నంత లేదు.
I'm so happy to meet you all this day. And today I came to know I'm around so many wonderful people around me. Yeah, that's the reason he is so active and young till today, because of you all people. Thank you so much.
For organizing this.
especially Venkat was very helpful, and I would like to thank special thanks to him. He has been keeping us posted all along about the meeting and sending WhatsApp messages all the time and making arrangements for us. I think Chari and PV and Ramlu and group you are the guys. That is a glue which keeps the bricks together, and I think you're doing a great job. I think I should continue doing that. Regarding myself, I started interestingly. I started as a pediatrician in Nilofer when I got my visa to come to US. But when I started residency in US, I was attracted to geriatrics. So I was I thought that group of people were not well cared of and neglected. So I thought I would do some good serving older people in nursing homes. Nursing homes in the US are called elderly homes are called nursing homes. So I practiced geriatrics for about 35 years. We have 3 kids. One of them is one boy and 2 girls. One boy is a doctor. He works for FDA, Food and Drug Administration, and the second one is an administrator for charter schools in Chicago. And third one didn't want to become a doctor, but she wanted to be called a doctor, so she finished her PhD. And she has 2 daughters, and her husband, who is a local boy, he's well achieved. He's Secretary of Health, Assistant Secretary of Health for Louisiana State. So we are very happy to have those 2 grandkids. And lastly, I would like to say the success is not defined by wealth or assets, but the number of friends you have and a family and the love you get from them. So I think it's a great gathering, and we're all together.
And they've done it, and the kids are good. I got, as I said, 4 granddaughters and a grandson, like that one. And I'm blessed to be build a temple in my village. I was a part of the Birmingham temple, and we are planning to build another temple. We are just looking for the 95 acres of the land. We are going to make as a Balaji village, and we just want to have our retirement homes there, like that one. And part of it, like that one. And we are praying the God. Actually, if I'm on the phone all the time because I'm negotiating the price with them, is actually going on now. And before you people will give the good news. Thank you.
May I request Venkateshwara Rao, please come over. A retired professor and superintendent of Sarindev Eye Hospital, and ever obliging to help us whenever we have problems with vision.
Nice to see you all on this occasion. Last time I missed so many people, at least a few people have attended this now, and we are very pleased to thank them. And there's nothing much to tell about us. Only everybody knows me, and nothing, no achievements.
They are confused that you are Modi.
Modi achieved something, I have not achieved anything.
It was never on the WhatsApp. Just 3 days ago, suddenly his name appeared. I thought, is it the same person or a different? See? He's none other than Venkat Rao. He's practicing radiation oncologist. Is that correct? Yes. నీ అజ్ఞాతవార రహస్యం ఏంటో చెప్పు.
No, there's no secret to that. I'm finally glad that I made the list. That's all I'm glad about, because finally somebody recognized I exist. And then interestingly, only 3 days, on Monday evening, Jogi Reddy called me and says, "Are you coming to the reunion?" I said, "What reunion?" Right? So, and I'm in solo practice, and I've been in solo practice for quite some time. So for 20 years I was in academics, I was a university professor and stuff. And then 20 years in, I guess, the remaining part is in private practice and in solo private practice. So solo private practice means if I'm leaving town, I have to have somebody else, take the place. So I had to arrange for, somebody to cover. I had to, get the ticket. But I was so excited that finally I'm actually able to go see all the friends. So once I, started seeing people, all the whole images of Osmania sitting in the foyer, sitting on the benches in front of the foyer, and going to the anatomy labs, or taking the bus to go to mental hospital and all that stuff, all of those things start coming back. I mean, it's such a great experience in terms of what all has happened in the past. But it's, like I said, we meet the, I don't know if I'm the last or not, but in the class we used to have, it was all alphabetical, right? So there was D. Bhupal Reddy, D. Surendra Reddy, Dhanraj, and D. Venkatrao. So we were all kind of in the same batch type of thing. So now at least Jogi and Dhanraj and Balchandar, and we all still get to meet once a year in the US, and we go on trips and things like that. So, but never in this time, you never said, "Oh, there is a reunion going on." We talk about this thing, and Jogi is the only one who knows. The only other person who calls us is Raj Reddy. Raj Reddy calls us something like once a year and gives a whole history for about 2 hours. What's all happened, who's doing what is happening, and all that type of things, right? So, but I mean, I'm absolutely thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here and really experience the friendship and all the memories that we've had before everything comes back to you, and it's really wonderful. My wife is she's a OB-GYN. She stopped doing OB a few years ago, and she does only GYN. She does mostly robotic surgery and women's and bone health, that type of thing. So she's she's basically 2 minutes from our house where her hospital is. And we have 3 kids, 2 girls and a boy. And the oldest one, she's a neuroscientist, and her husband is too. They're both neuroscientists in Columbia University in New York. And talking about Niaz's marathon running, that reminded me, because I have nothing I can talk about my accomplishments, but I can talk about her because she's an absolute marathon runner. She ran, I think, every marathon in the West Coast, and she ran the New York Marathon, Boston Marathon, all the big marathons and stuff. And she's one of those who runs the ultra marathons, which means 50 miles non-stop, right? So she ran 2 ultra marathons, one last year, one this year type of thing. And she works in Robert Axel's lab. Axel is the one who won the Nobel Prize for olfactory system type of thing. So the second one, she's an allergist, and her husband is anesthesia. And the youngest one is he's a free spirit. What that means is, he's free. He's a journalist. He's an online journalist. So he writes for sports magazines. He writes about what's called the technology of sports. All said and done, I think I go to India very frequently, and so I promise that next time I'm here in India, we're going to, I'm going to make sure that particular monthly meeting is moved to the time when I'm there. September 1st week, I'll be there, right? But I think thanks to all of you guys, all of the UK guys, for really putting such a wonderful thing up, and I'm so glad to be here.
Next guy is a very interesting guy. He is a well-known chest physician. With 41 please. He's a winner.
OSMECO66 for excellent organization and inviting me for this dais to speak about few words about ourselves. My wife is Heblata Kandala. She is a teacher. She is specialized in Montessori training school, and then she is an advisor for St. Anthony's, and she advises to the school. She will speak more about herself. And I have 2 daughters. First daughter is, she has done BTech MBA, and she has worked for 6 years in Deloitte in Hyderabad, and she has been now working for HSBC as anti-money laundering system. And second daughter is in Dallas. She has done a microbiology, and she is also working for rodent field skin products in Dallas. And now her husband is a software engineer. He works for a very good French company. And another first son Ila is working as a software engineer. He's also, I don't know exactly what company he works. Because I did not ask him, because he has changed. He was working for Deloitte, now he is working for something else. And I worked as a professor, head of the department in Government General and Chest Hospital in Hyderabad. For 10 years, I was superintendent of the chest hospital. I was a principal at Usmania Medical College when I retired in 2007. Then I became a Senate member at NTR Health University. I was the youngest professor at 37 years, 30 years before. And I have published more than 100 papers in various journals. And I have written a paper I have published a paper even in international journals. I have chaired and I have received the National Tuberculosis Association of India gold medal orations and several gold medals, not one. Not only in the medical field, non-medical field also I achieved the gold medals, which I tell you later.
Right now the boss is right. Thank you. Thanks for the warmth.
Sujata and Surinder from America.
Having wonderful experience. This is well organized, and thank you all for their hospitality. And to say a little bit about me, I got transferred in third year to Kakatiya because parents live in Hanmakonda. So you may not, I wasn't involved, but we all bonded very well in the second year when we had the anatomy exhibition. That's when I came close to you all. I graduated from Kakatiya, but I'm still Usmania. And I really appreciate keeping me in the WhatsApp group, and they're all doing wonderful, and we all bonded so well. When we come together, we forget everything, rest of the world. So that is, and a little bit about me. After OBGYN residency, I did fellowship in reproductive endocrine from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania Hospital, and then moved to Phoenix. I've been in practice there since 1980, and then raised 2 boys. They're very wonderful, and I have 3 grandchildren. And my older boy is a pediatric intensive care critical care. He works for the Phoenix Children's Hospital. They both came back home after their college and education in other states in Northeast. And then my younger son, he finished fellowship in reproductive endocrine, and he just joined me in September. So my goal is to retire in a year, and then for all the credit goes to my husband for me to be able to devote myself to the field of reproduction more than 100%. So other times I make it. We both involved in temple activities in Phoenix, Arizona. We donated about 15 acres to Mahaganapati Temple, and we are on the board of directors and executive members. So my free time is taken from that, but that helps me to forget everything else. So it balances life.
This 66 gold is really gold. I mean it. You know, every day what I hear, as you know, all the news and everything, but Sujata, she gets texts from India every day. And there is so many good things to share, enjoy, and be happy. And you know what we do? we pass on to our kids, friends. It goes like there is no end. Anything good, I'm telling you, it multiplies. And you guys, I think, first time I saw 3 years ago in India, because it's a class reunion after 50 years. That's I never seen in my life. And when I met all that, I think I'm so fortunate for everything what's you guys do, and please keep it up, and love you all.
Oh, thank you. I forgot to mention I have 3 grandchildren, 3 4-year-old girls and a 15-month-old boy.
And one coming in 1 month from now.
Vidyasagar and Mrs. Vidyasagar.
Hello, good evening, and really there's not much I have to say. I'm practicing in internal medicine in USA, Maryland, and I feel.
And thank you for bringing us all together. I've met some new, of our classmates, some new classmates from our old class. Bhupal, Venkat, Yogi, Satya, Lakshmaya, and Imtiaz Ahmed. Did I get everybody there?
Yes.
Niyaz Ahmed. Okay. And their lovely wives. No, I must say, having my name, starting with Z, it always comes in the end. When we are used to it. Last Vihata, we get really tired by the end. It happens in all our vivas. When I went for my anatomy viva, we were all put in a room like at 11 o'clock. A viva ko aaya to good morning sir bole to. It's afternoon madam, where are you? Because our name is last, we always. Basically, Iqbal and myself, we have both been consultants in psychiatry in UK. Iqbal's been here since 1969, and I was here until 1973. Is that right, Iqbal? And in 2006, because of family reasons, we emigrated to USA. We have 2 children. Our son is a radiologist in Chicago, and our daughter is a dentist. And we have 7 grandchildren. So after retiring, we continue to do some counseling in the community. And thank you so much for bringing us all together. Thank you.
Hindi, and I'm sure you understand Hindi from being Hyderabad. Last time I presented a Telugu poetry, but this time I'm talking about Hindi. It's not the romantic poetry, it is something very nice. I'm sure it was applauded by all the poets from UK in Leicester. So the introduction is, Koi puche navvadhu se, that is the bride, kya laayi ho apne ghar se, what did you bring? Sharm nahi lagti, kali haath aayi, teri haisiyat kya hogi is ghar mein? इस प्रश्न का उत्तर आसान नहीं, नववधू के दिल की बात क्यों मैं न बताऊं अपनी ज़बान। She says, क्या मैं ले आती आपके लिए बचपन के साथियों को तो छोड़ आई, रिश्ते नातों को भूलकर आपके घर पधारी, हाँ आई हूँ मैं अकेली अपने घर करने पूरी। लाई हूँ मेरे प्यार को अपनी श्रृंगार बनाकर, गुलाब फूलों को अपनी चोटी में सवार कर, लाई हूँ सुगंधों को अपने श्वास में भरकर, शहद के बूंदों को अपने होंठों में छुपाकर, दर्द मैं भूलकर सुख चैन ले आऊंगी अभी, दर्द मैं भूलकर सुख चैन ले आऊंगी मैं अभी, छोटे मोटे सपनों को भूलकर जीवन को एक सपना बना दूंगी मैं, भूख मेरी मिटा ना मिटे, भूख तेरी बिटा दूंगी मैं। नींद आए न आए, सुख की नींद सुलाऊंगी मैं। आंखों में आंसू आए न आए, मुझे हंसा दूंगी मैं। बीते हुए यादों को भूलकर आशा की किरण जगा दूंगी मैं। प्यार तेरे दिल में हो न हो, प्यार में डुबा दूंगी मैं। नफरत की आग में जलकर चांदनी बिछा दूंगी मैं। घनघोर अंधेरों में रोशनी दिखा दूंगी मैं। माता पिता के पैरों के धूल अपने माथे पे लगाकर, माता पिता के पैरों की धूल अपने माथे पे लगाकर लाई हूँ उनकी आशीर्वाद आपके लिए। गरीबी मेरे घर पर छोड़कर तो आई हूँ मैं। गहना का भंडार नहीं, एक ही गहना लाई हूँ मैं। शुभ चरित्र की एक मूर्ति हूँ मैं। प्यार की जलती हुई एक मोह हूँ मैं। सवारो अपने घर को मुझसे, सवर जाएगा 7 पीढ़ियां आपसे। जीवन की मधुरता में झूले, पति पत्नी की प्यार में डोले। बस आई हूँ अकेली आपके लिए, अपने घर बसाने। लाती तो क्या लाती, अपने आप ही को ले आती।
वाह वाह। I pick up few things that really suit me. I do not believe much what is said in animal farms. But the animal farm, there is one thing that is said that says, we are all equal, some are more equal than the others. I extrapolate this a little longer and say, we are all special, but there is one that's more special. That's Charlie. Oh. Take it away.
थैंक यू गुरु। एहसान मेरे दिल पे तुम्हारा है दोस्तों,
वाह वाह।
एहसान मेरे दिल पे तुम्हारा है दोस्तों। जो कुछ भी मैं हूँ कि आपकी बदौलत से, आपकी प्यार और बदौलत से।
वाह।
People have earned name, fame, money, prestige and so many things. But I'm blessed that I've got so many friends. I don't think anybody can take away from me this particular gift or the property what I own. That is the friendship of all my colleagues. At the beginning, let me compliment the organizing team of this reunion. Ramlu, Madan, Chex, George, Bakul, Venkat, Bhopal for making such a wonderful reunion. Well, please don't compare any reunion. Every reunion has got its own fragrance, it has got its own importance, and it's a wonderful reunion we are having it. And please all of you give a big cheer to the organizer. Dear friends, when we started this concept of having the reunion, I think it has generated almost, I will say 2011, during the marriage celebrations of Ishwar's daughter. We came with a concept that 50 years, 2016, we are going to have 50 years and let us have the reunion. And after the reunion, so much of responsibilities has fallen on our heads. We have become like a big family. If somebody falls sick, you're there. If somebody is celebrating a marriage, you're there. If some problem has taken place in the family, you're there. Has given such a great, what should I say, is responsibility, impetus, that such a great responsibility that something good or bad that happens among the classmates, we are there, we are running, we are there. This reunion which has taken place in 2016, and we are very glad that we are continuing this tradition. And any work or anything that you want in Hyderabad, we are there. Like a family, we move and we try to give the support to the family. And then recently, we are enjoying very much, and we are very, very thankful for that particular reunion. One more thing I would like to share is, we have reached 70 years. Now we all take pride or pleasure in celebrating the birthdays of our grandchildren or the sons and the daughters. But we never bothered all these years regarding ourselves. But this reunion has created an atmosphere where we celebrate our own birthdays, we celebrate our own functions, we celebrate our own achievements. And every month, believe it or not, for the past 3 years, 2 years. We are celebrating all these functions, and more than 25 to 30 classmates, they join, and we are very, very thankful to my very close friend Ravi, Central Park. We just go and simply say we are friends of Ravi, and then all the facilities are given to us, and we all celebrate this particular aspect of it. So, and then we also became little spiritualistic. Last year, myself, Koteshwar Rao, Anant Reddy, and then P.V. Venkateshwar Rao, and we decided to go to Char Dham. So we went to Gangotri, Yamunotri, and then Ramurti, Kedarnath and Badrinath. So the whole philosophy of life and whole philosophy of our, the existence, it's totally changed following this 2016 reunion. And I wish everyone to have a good and prosperous, healthy life. And let us celebrate this type of functions every year, if possible every month in your own places. Your birthdays and other things, you can always do that. And the other day, Bhupal Reddy was asking, Anna, who prevented you from not meeting? My point is that. Venkata also says the same. It's 45 years, 50 years, we have not. Who prevented you? Everybody comes to Hyderabad. Everybody visits Hyderabad. One phone call, one contact, we are there. And then we can organize. Okay, with these few words, thank you very much, the organizing team. And as a part of entertainment, I don't know what to do. I just give you a song, which you have already heard many a times, but I don't have any new song, but I would like to give a song on laparoscopic cholecystectomy. Well, I'm known, well, I'm known as a singing surgeon, and I have presented my programs in almost 40 or 45 medical colleges in the country. I visited thrice United States. I was invited for my programs, twice to UK, and then people enjoy these medical songs. So just I would like to give a song on laparoscopic cholecystectomy. As you all know, there are two types of cholecystectomy. If you do it laparoscopically, it's called lap chole, and if you open the abdomen and remove the gallbladder, it's called pet chole. So lap chole and the pet chole. So how the concept of laparoscopic cholecystectomy has revolutionized the concept of surgery, I'm going to give in the song. It's a long time I have not sung, but if there are any aberrations, please. लैप कोली को भूला नहीं, इसे सीख कर जीना यही। लैप कोली मेरे यारा कितना है प्यारा, जिसने संवारा ये जीवन हमारा। लैप कोली को भूला नहीं, इसे सीख कर जीना यही। याद करो वो दिन जब पेट खोली करते थे, कॉकस सबकॉस्टल इंसिशन लेते थे। याद करो वो दिन जब पेट खोली करते थे, कॉकस सबकॉस्टल इंसिशन लेते थे। 3 पैक्स रिट्रैक्शन में रखते थे, खींच कर रेसिडेंट्स बेचारे थकते थे। लैप कोली तू जो आया, न्यूमो साथ लाया, जिससे बनाए ये सर्जरी आसान। लैप कोली को भूला नहीं, इसे भूल कर जीना नहीं। What is the position of the general surgeon in the present era? और तो ले गए हमसे सब वो बोन प्रॉब्लम्स, यूरो ले गए हमसे सब रीनल प्रॉब्लम्स, थायराइड खींच ले गया एंडोक्राइन सर्जन, बेचारा जनरल बन गया रेसिड्यूअल सर्जन। लैप कोली तू जो आया, फिर से शान पाया। लैप कोली तू जो आया, फिर से शान पाया। जनरल से बना जीए एंडो सर्जन। लैप कोली को भूला नहीं, इसे भूल कर जीना नहीं, लब कोली मेरे यारो, लब कोली मेरे यारो, कितना है प्यारा जिसने संवारा ये जीवन हमारा, लब कोली लब को. Thank you very much.
To do this, I think we two of us would like to felicitate you. Thank you. Honestly, gentlemen, I just need to say a few words as well about you. I think with your talent and good nature, niceness, I think you earn some fans, even Ireland. Yes. I think since we visited them, she can't stop talking about you now.
Thank you.
I don't feel jealous, don't feel jealous, okay? You heard that. Okay. Unbelievably, such a lovely person. Never ever really comments or criticizes, or you just accept everything what's going on. I think John knows and we all know who hosted him. So you're such a great friend, great person, great personality. We're all so proud of you to be your friends, actually, to be frank.
I don't deserve all these things. Only thing is your love and affection. I think it's a great, what should I say, is a compliment that I can always receive. Your friendship and your good wishes. Thank you very much.
Yesterday, and this is for the Saga and Mega. Three people are having the same day. I don't know why they married on the same day. We missed the parties. Okay, I just want to.
We stop counting 46. అది కాదు అట్లా కాదు వాళ్ళు ఇప్పుడు పనిష్మెంట్ ఏమిటి అట్లా కాదు రాములు పనిష్మెంట్ ఏమిటి అంటే వాళ్ళు మనకు రివీల్ చేయనందుకు నౌ దే ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు
Everybody please come closer please. Sudhakar,
okay. So Vidyasagar on behalf of Vidyasagar.
Okay. Can I just say everybody just quiet just for a couple of seconds?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Jayara, happy birthday. It's a toast to everybody. I just wanted the good health and the super glue banding of all of us. And some of the people says no, retirement is not good. There is a beautiful world outside the retirement. But really beautiful world outside the retirement. I used to think I retired 2 years ago. I enjoy every second of it like that one.
It is not retirement, it's retrading.
Yeah, that's right. Correct.
It's retrading of our tires.
Basically, we don't need anything. We just need the health. That's it. Nothing else we need. We got everything.
And we are drinking the healthiest drink now.
And a lot of the people says like that, no?
How many drinks did you have? Time is question.
No,
Time. Very busy with the World Cricket and taking all the VIPs here and there. Still, he has done for us because he's, to be frank, he's not a tour manager or anything. He's like a family to us, and hence he doesn't bother whether we gave money or not, but he just carries on working and doing his best.
So nice of
And
you,
so
sir.
we should all really, I think, appreciate his efforts. And
Give him a big clap.
yes, give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Can you give some champagne, Saroj? Okay. Just let us give him a toast.
Feel proud and privileged, and to a certain extent, a little bit nervous to stand in front of this distinguished audience of eminent surgeons, physicians, general practitioners, yes, of course, and to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of the London Reunion Subcommittee. At the very outset, I would like to thank each and every one of my classmates who have come here with their families, spending a lot of time and effort, and obviously a small fortune as well, to be here with us on this reunion. We all appreciate your participation in this reunion, and with your valuable presence has made this a really successful reunion. When we joined our medical school, none of us really thought or even dreamt of having a reunion some 53 years later. We thank Almighty for giving us good health in this golden time of our life. The idea of having a reunion outside India started when we had our Golden Jubilee celebration in 2016. Since then, when we met in 2016 at Chek's and Saroj's daughter's wedding, this was resurrected, and we decided to have a reunion in 2019. I would like to thank each and every member who have contributed towards this reunion, and by active participation also with their positive and contributions towards this reunion. I would also like to thank the coordinators from India and United States of America who have made sure that we all get together for this reunion and make this a really great success. I would like to thank Vikram for allowing the bank account of Santos and Travel to be the portal for all financial transactions for this particular reunion. Finally, before I end and before I forget, I would like us all to remember Osmania Medical College and all the hospitals that we were posted as part of our training. And I think would like to thank all the teachers who taught us and put us on the springboard of success and prosperity. Thank you very much indeed.
Just want to say, Judge, because though we are in UK, we rarely met, and he was so good organizing the meetings and minutes and everything. I don't think anybody can beat him like that one. Honestly, the couples, both Beulah and these things, and done lots and lots of work, and they're silent workers, but they've done a great job. But he is the guy, the greatest talent, and he got the support from the Beulah from that side. Honestly, they put a lot of efforts into that.
डाला तेरा नहीं तेरा कोई दोष
इश्क तेरा हुस्न ही जबरदस्त दस्त तू चीज बड़ी है मस्त मस्त तू चीज बड़ी है तू चीज बड़ी है मस्त मस्त मैं चीज बड़ी हूँ मस्त शिट
से करेंगे सबका स्वागत सबका स्वागत
हसीन है ये ना हो तो क्या फिर बोलो ये जिंदगी है कोई तो हो राज़दार बेगरज तेरा हो यार कोई तो हो राज़दार यारों मोहब्बत ही तो बंदगी